Just let me know when you're ready for me, Eric.
All right, I'm just trying to make sure, sorry that this is live.
And while you're doing that,
Let me know when you're ready for me, Eric. Oh, there we go.
there we go. Um, Everyone should wish Eric a very happy birthday today.
Uh,
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Can you
thank
sing
you
on the
all.
live stream?
Uh, thank you, thank you. All right, we are good to go. Appreciate it, Elizabeth.
All right. Abby, can you please read our mission statement?
Yes, but I don't have it up at the moment.
Oh, because I did not share my screen.
I
Sorry.
can do it.
Eric, can
Probably
I
can do it from
please?
memory, but
Yep,
All right, my fault.
should have it now. Sorry
All
about that.
right. Can you see that now?
yes.
All right.
Compass Collegiate Academy provides every scholar with the academic foundation and strong habits that inspire and cultivate lifelong learners who lead purposeful civic lives.
Thank you. All right, so our first few weeks of school, we got off to a strong start. We have partnered with Low Country Literacy for Orton Gillingham training. So our kinder and first grade teachers are having weekly meetings with their OG coach to plan out their lessons and ensure our scholars have top-notch phonological awareness. We also had four other team members who are engaging in the associate level training for Orton Gillingham that they did over the summer, and there will be multiple training days throughout the course of the year. We had preseason for all staff, orientation for all families. We have begun our before and after school programs, one-on-one check-ins with all staff, team huddles for each grade level. Huge shout out to Marianne for spearheading our library work of getting every one of our books sorted and categorized. We have rolled out some new curriculums, iReady Math, Open Ed Sci, and Core Knowledge for Social Studies. We are still in the process of navigating single sign-on. That's involving a lot of coordination between both the district and the state to finagle Launchpad and ClassLink and making sure that all of our systems sync. So we did postpone testing a week because those systems were not ready. We are now in the middle of iReady testing. So we have one more day of iReady testing and then makeups. And we have about 9 scholars school-wide who are still working to get into the system and hopefully have a resolution this week. We were able to award our teachers the Excellence in Teaching and Strategic Compensation Award. So for strategic comp, that should hit their paychecks this next pay cycle. And also shout out to Marcus for making that process really seamless and connecting us with the Excellence in Teaching Awards. We've also entered into a partnership with Heart Math Tutoring. So they will be sending tutors to us multiple days a week. So 4 days a week, they'll come in and during our win time or that small group time, they will work with our scholars who fall between the 25th and 50th percentile nationwide to help build up their toolkit so they have a strong mathematical foundation. We are also in the process of transitioning from Veris to GT3 with Greg's group, and I know he'll be here at future board meetings to help present on financials. And both Veris and GT3 have been great during this transition, and we are working on our audit for this year. We're first up on that, so hopefully that will go smoothly with the transition as well and get everything tied up with Veris before we move over to GT3. Here are just some
Elizabeth,
pictures. Oh, go ahead.
sorry, one question on the Heart Math tutoring, because I received an invite from them yesterday to participate as a tutor. And
Okay.
then I saw that it was Compass, which I was super excited about. And they mentioned that they have a virtual option. And so is that something that you've approved?
Yes.
Okay.
So for Heart Math, what that will look like, they've had a challenge getting in-person tutors. I think particularly when thinking about our location, and I know Boeing is currently shuttling a lot of their employees as they're working on their new facility, and so it's much more feasible for people to be able to tutor online. So the way that tutoring will work, we have one person who will be our on-site coordinator, and she will come on site every day that Heart Math tutors, and she will set up Chromebooks or computers, and make sure every scholar is set up one-to-one with their tutor, but their tutor will be virtual.
Okay.
And so they will be supervised by a live person, but will be tutored by a virtual person, but it will be that same virtual person engaging in live tutoring with them. And scholars will have the manipulatives in front of them, so they still will be physically touching things and doing things under the kind of through the guidance of their virtual tutor.
And I know from visiting them, they've had a lot of success with this virtual pilot in Charlotte, where they felt like the results matched their in-person tutoring. So I signed up today, and
Cool.
it's it's not always easy for me to get to the school on a daily basis, but just as I wanted to mention it, just because I think it could be a good way to introduce others to Compass as well, if they can't make the in-person tutoring, to be able to sign up for 30 minutes to an hour once a week. Especially, people in either former teachers, business people who love math, like I have talked to some neighbors about it and they were really excited about this program. So I'm excited to introduce a few more people to Compass.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
Yep.
And the curriculum is provided. So if you know anyone who's interested in tutoring, the materials and the curriculum are all provided for them. Here are some pictures of preseason and the first few weeks of school. Our big five for this year: 90% on-time attendance, 80% staff retention, 75% of scholars exceed annual typical growth in iReady math and reading, an increase in overall proficiency by 10% on SC Ready in all grades and subjects, and then teachers observe for at least once a week for at least 20 minutes and work towards a concrete action step after each observation. We are doing really great with number 5 right now, with teachers being observed. Um, and I will have more data for you on the others as we go throughout the year. So our look ahead, I already shouted Eric out. You made it into my presentation too. Um, I'd like to remind everybody September 4th, that's this coming Friday, is our visit from the South Carolina SCCF. And we would love your support on site. It is also a day where we do have a lot of people who are out. All of our kindergarten and first grade teachers will be off site for Orton Gillingham training that day. So as many hands as possible, both to support and talk to SCCF and also just to support with hands during the day would be much appreciated. So if you are free at all that day, please let me know because we would love to have you on site. And then we are doing our first round of testing for iReady right now. Overall applications, we had a really successful season for applications and enrolling. So we've had a total of 284 applications so far this school year. We are fully enrolled at 250 scholars. Our building capacity is 250 scholars, so we are right there. Our 5th day count was 249.4, and we expect that to go up as we continue throughout the year. This is our total wait list right now. So we have a wait list in every grade, which is super exciting. So it's the first time that this has happened where we've had a wait list in every grade. And then to give some historical context, this is the total number of applications we've received every year. And just through August, because we do accept applications on a rolling basis throughout the course of the year. So trying to compare apples to apples, wanted to see where we were this year in comparison to past years through the month of August. application growth over time. We're averaging over 25% increase each year.
It's phenomenal.
We grew from 48 to 59 from year to year. And then here are a few pictures of our scholars. First day of first grade and first day of kindergarten. And a few more pictures from the first few days of school. And then our parents did a great job with a blue carpet for the first day, and lots of balloons and decorations.
It's awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Any questions or comments before we close it down? All right. Well, it is 5:52, and I will move that we adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Marcus. All in favor, please say aye. Raise your
Aye.
hand. All right. Thank you all. Appreciate the time. Great work, Elizabeth, and thank you all for all that you've done this month to get us off to a great start. Marianne, I heard the library looks great, so.
It's not an exclusive party. Everyone is welcome, and it would be wonderful if anybody felt like sorting some books because we're in the home stretch.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.